6th class Unit 2 Telangana, the pride of people. Look at the following and discuss the questions that follow. What do you know about the monuments and the dance forms shown in these pictures? The first picture is the most popular landmark in Hyderabad, the Charminar, a magnificent and striking historical monument with four graceful minarets. It was built more than 400 years ago. It was central structure soaring at the height of 180 feet. Most of the fabled bazaars of Hyderabad are located around the Charminar. It was built by the Sultan Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah as a symbol of good fortune to ward off the adversity from the beauty of the Pearl City and to stand resplendent today as a true testimony to the bygone glory. The second picture depicts Lambadi or Bajra dance in our city. It is a folk dance. It is a dance which is the tribe. It is a dance in which the tribal women dance in harmony with the tune of the drums played by the tribal men. It is done to offer the respects of their god, worship for an excellent yield. This dance is usually restricted to women and participation of men is only on odd occasions. These dresses are colorful costumes and jewelry. The dance is motivated by the actions connected with everyday tasks like harvesting, planting and sowing. The third picture shows the eastern Torana of Swayambhu temple of Warangal fort in the 12th century. This celebrated gate stands 10 meter 33 feet height. Its decoration consists of nature motifs including the lotus buds and birds. What cultural importance do these monuments and dams have for us today? These monuments and dams contribute to our culture and heritage. We need to preserve them. Oral discourse. Talk on. Select any one of the above pictures and talk about it. Charminar. Charminar is the monument and the mosque of Hyderabad in the Telangana state. The structure was built in 1519 AD. It was the most famous built in Hyderabad and also one of the most famous buildings in India. It was built by Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah to celebrate the end of the deadly plague. The Charminar lies near the bank of river Musi. It is close to the Lad Bazaar and Mecca Masjid. Charminar is taken from the two words Char and Minar, translated as four towers in English. Charminar was the first structure to be constructed in the newly built city of Hyderabad. It is said that Quli Qutub Shah prayed for the end of the plague and vowed to build a mosque if it was eradicated. This structure consists of Indo-Islamic architecture and some Persian elements. The city of Hyderabad was divided into four divisions equal around the Charminar. Mir Momin Astarabadi, the Prime Minister of Quli Qutub Shah, played an important role in designing the layout of the Charminar and the city of Hyderabad. The structure of the Indo-Islamic architecture is some Persian elements. The city of Hyderabad was divided into four divisions equally around the Charminar. A reading. Hari was sitting in an armchair and was reading the newspaper. Kiran, his son, observed the emotions appearing on his father's face. Dad, what is special in the news? Why are you so emotional? Kiran asked. Today is the red letter day for us, dear. The union government has declared Telangana as the 29th state in our country. It took years for the government to take up this decision. Many people sacrificed their lives for our state. We need to remember the martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the separation of the Telangana state. Now we have our own state with our own culture, Hari said. Dad, please tell me more about it, Kiran asked eagerly. Dear child, the long-lasting dreams of our people has come true. The birth of our state had made our visions real. Now there will be more chances of employment and exclusive development. Moreover, we can revive our culture. We can revive our language, Hari said. Dad, is our language different? Kiran asked. Inside these paragraphs, we can see that Hari was sitting inside an armchair and he was reading a newspaper. And Kiran, his son, observed the emotional face on his father's emotions appearing on his father's face. So he asked him why he was so emotional. And then his father answered that it was like the red letter day and the government of India had declared Telangana as the 29th state, and it took the government so many years to take up this decision. Even many people sacrificed their lives for Telangana, and now he says that we have our own state and our own culture. And then he asks his dad to say him more about Telangana. And then his father says that the long-lasting dreams of the people had become true, and due to the birth of the state, there will be more chances of employment and development will be more, and they can revive their culture and their language which was forgotten. And then his child Kiran asked, Dad, is our language different? Not exactly, said Hari. It was a variety of Telugu dialect, but it is not given a status of language and was simulated many times. Even our festival was not given much importance. Indeed, our Telangana language is a part of our culture, Hari explained. What are the special festivals in our state, Dad? Kiran asked. We celebrate the main festivals as well as our regional festivals. Festivals like Bonalu, Batkama and Pirula Pandaga reflect our life, said Hari. Meanwhile, Hari saw Lakshmi coming. Now it is your mother's turn. She will let you know about our festivals, Hari said. So inside these paragraphs, we can see that Hari says Telugu language is not like a different language, but it is a variety of language. But it was not given the status as a language and was simulated by many people on many occasions. And even the festivals of Telangana were also not given much importance. And he says that our language is a part of our culture. And then his son asked him what are our festivals in our state. Then he says that we have many festivals, and we celebrate the main festivals as well our religion festivals. So he says the festivals like Bonalu, Batkama and Pirula Pandaga also reflect our life, he said. And then he saw his wife Lakshmi coming, so he said to him to ask his mother more about the festivals. We celebrate our festivals with warmth and favor. Bonalu, our state festival, is celebrated during the Astadam Masam as a thanksgiving to the goddess Mahankali for fulfilling our wishes. We prepare cooked rice with milk and jaggery, put it in guttams, the decorated pot, and carry the pots in a procession, singing songs. The fete culminates as the guttams are offered to the local goddess, said Lakshmi. Indu, Kiran's sister, joined them and said, yes, last Tuesday we saw the jubilant procession. Indu asked, Mum, what about Batukama? In the above paragraph, we can see that Lakshmi said that we celebrate our festivals with warmth and favor. The most important festival in our state is Bonalu. It is celebrated during the Ashada Masam as a thanksgiving to the goddess Mahankali, and they prepare cooked rice with milk and jaggery and put it into guttams, which are actually decorated pots, and carry them inside a procession. And then these guttams are offered to the local goddess. And then Indu Karan's sister asked him and said them that she saw it in jubilant procession last Tuesday. And then she asked her mother, what about Bonalu? And then her mother says, Bonalu festival is celebrated as a part of Dasara. The festival has a historical and religious significance. Many women carry Batkamma. Then Indu asks, Mom, what about Bonalu? And her mother answers, Bonalu festival is celebrated as a part of Dasara. The festival was historically and religious significant. Women carry Batkamma beautifully stacked with Tangedu, Gunguma and Shamanti flowers to the meeting point, making circles around the Batkamma. Women folk sing songs related to our culture. Later, the Batkamma was taken to the local tanks and streams to be immersed. Lakshmi explained. What is Moharram? Kiran asked. Moharram is celebrated in many parts of our state. It is a symbol of religion tolerance. During this, the Pirulu are kept in the village point. The Pirulu are immersed in the local tanks and rivers, local tanks and lakes. Indeed, our festival and art form symbolizes our culture. They reflect our lifestyle, said Hari. In these paragraphs, we can see that Lakshmi says that Batkamma is celebrated during the Dasara, and it is a significant and historical festival, and women carry the Batkamma, which is stacked beautifully with Tangedu, Gunguma and Shamanti, and they meet at one point. They make circles and sing women folk songs, and then which is related to their culture, and then the Batkamma are taken to the local tanks and lakes to be immersed into the water. And then Kiran asked, what is Moharram? And then his father answers saying, Moharram is a part of our state, and it is a religious tolerance. During this, the Pirulu are kept in the village points, and they are immersed into local lakes and tanks. And he says that yes, all these festivals reflect our lifestyle. He says, our saris are famous worldwide, said Lakshmi. The saris of Pochampalli, Gadwar and Narayanapet are very popular for their attractive patterns. More, our weavers of Sirisila products saris that fit into a matchbox. The wooden toys of Nirmal steal the hearts of our people. All this makes our state great, said Indu. Besides, we have Jataras. The Samakka and Saramma Jatara of Medaram, Warangal is one of the biggest gatherings in the world. Lakhs of people take part in it. Moreover, there are several places of attraction in our state. Hyderabad, Nagarjuna Sagar, Yadadri, Vemulavada, Alampur, Sri Rangapuram and Bhadrachalam are some among them, said Hari. In this paragraph, we can see that Lakshmi says our saris are famous for worldwide. Like the saris of Pochampalli and Narayanapet are more attractive due to their more popular due to their attractive patterns. And then the products of Siricilla weavers are saris are can even fit inside matchboxes. The wooden toys of Nirmal steal the hearts of people. Like, all the children love those toys. They are really attractive, that's why. And then the Hindu says that these all make our state great, she says. And then the father says that we have also Jataras, and the Jatara of Samaka Sarama Jatara in Medaram, and he says that Warangal, the biggest gathering in the world, and moreover lakhs of people take part during this time. And there are also several attractive places like Hyderabad, Nagarjuna Sagar, Vemulavada, Alampur, Yadadri, and Bhadrachalam. He says, we went to a tour to Nagarjuna Sagar last year. We visited the museum there. It was a huge collection of antiques set in Hindu. And the Salajam Museum in Hyderabad, it was one of the 3 national museums which has antiques and portraits collected by a single person, said Kiran. We visited the Golconda Fort last Sunday. There was the place where Bhakta Ramadasu was imprisoned, Hindu added. Not only that, the great poets contribute our rich culture. Brahmara Potanna Bhagavatam is known as the literary fragrance. Kanchala Gopanna, known as Bhakta Ramadasu, made our literature great with his Kirtanalu. Mallaganti Suri Kaloji Narayana Rao, Dasharati Rangacharyulu, Dasharati Krishnamacharyalu are the jewels of Telangana, said Lakshmi. Oggu Katta is a very popular folklore song singing and narrating the stories of Mallanna, Birappa and Yellamma. The narrators and the chorus, two narrators dramatize and transform themselves into characters. Perini Shiva Tandavam is a dance originated in Telangana. It has historical prominence. During the dynasty of Kakatiyas, the soldiers performed this dance and as the invocated and dedicated to Lord Shiva. This dance form was revived by Sri Nataraja Ramakrishna Hari said. It is high time for us to remember our great personalities who dedicated their lives for Telangana. The temples, the antiques, the art forms, the literature, our language contributes to our culture and heritage. We need to preserve them. I hope our government will also take the necessary steps in this regard, said Hari. So inside this paragraphs you can see that Indu, the brother of Kiran, says that she went on a tour to Nagarjuna Sagar and visited the museum there. She saw so many collections of antiques and portraits. And then Kiran says that he visited Salajam Museum. He visited Salajam Museum, which was the 3 national museums, which was one of the 3 national museums. And Indu said that she visited the Golconda Fort last Sunday and she saw where Bhakta Ramadasu was imprisoned. Not only that, the mother says, she says our great poets also contribute to our rich culture. Brahmara Potanna and Kanchala Gopanna, also known as Bhakta Ramadasu, are like the jewels of literature. And then Oggu Katta, the popular folklore singing and narrating and praising the stories, which are most of the stories are about Mallanna, Birappa and Yellamma, and they have two narrators and chorus, and then the narrators will transform themselves in like the characters, and we know mostly Perini Shiva Tandavam, which is a dance form originated in Telangana. It is mostly dedicated to Lord Shiva, and this dance form was originated during the time of Kakatiya dynasty, which the Kakatiya soldiers used to perform before the fight or war. And then the father says that it is high times for us, like this is the time when we remember our great personality and the people who dedicated their lives for this state, for our state. Then he says that the temples, the antiques, the literature, the language all contribute our culture and our heritage, and we should preserve them and remember them so that our future generations should also know about our cultures performed by our ancestors. And then he says that our government should take up an action to do the necessary steps regarding our culture and languages. Glossary, or also known as meanings. Emotion, excitement. Glossary: emotion, noun, excitement, lead letter day, a very important day, a declet, noun, a form of language, favor, noun, a strong feeling or enthusiasm, feat, noun, a public celebration, culminates, verb, reach the end of something, significance, noun, importance, religious tolerance, accepting the feelings of all religion, immerse, verb, to put into water, weavers, noun, one who makes clothes, antiques, noun, the things that are old and valuable, revive, verb, to make active change, preserve, verb, to keep into good condition, declet, verb, to devote, pattern, noun, an arrangement of designs, portrait, noun, a painting, invocation, noun, prayer, prominence, noun, important. Say whether the following statements are true or false. Correct the false statement mentioned. Bonalu is celebrated as a part of Dasara. False. Correct statement: Batkama is celebrated as a part of Dasara. The Ghattams are immersed into local tanks and ponds. False. Batkama are immersed into local tanks and ponds. Sirisila weavers products excellent saris with attractive patterns. False. The correct statement is Silsila weavers product saris that fit inside matchboxes. Pirula Pandaga is a symbol of religious tolerance. True. We can see a large number of antiques in Salajya Museum. True. Vocabulary. Read the following sentences and focus on the underlined verbs. We saw a jubilant profession. Here the underlined word is jubilant. Oggu Katha are very popular folklores. Here popular is underlined. The saris of Pochampalli, Gadwal and Narayanapet are very popular for the attractive patterns. Here the underlined word is attractive. The underlined words help us to express our opinion. Here the opinion is our adjective. Complete the following passage using the adjectives given in the box.